Hello everybody, it's Prowl again, and we're at our double spawner that ended up being two separate single spawners, but it's fine. I'm gonna get some kills here right now just to get some more drops and get some more XP, because we're gonna be doing something with that XP today. That thing, well, that thing is going to be enchanting. We're going to go over like your best way of enchanting a little bit later on, where we go over like villager trading and all of that kind of stuff. But I thought it would be really important to actually go over, do I really even need the shield anymore? I never really use a shield. Maybe we'll go without it. I really wanted to go over the enchanting table. The enchanting table definitely has a place in Minecraft. Some people like using it better. It's a little bit easier to access in the early game for a lot of different players, and it does offer a decent value, although I do have my complaints about it as well. So our enchanting setup's going to go down here. It's always best to put your enchanting setup, whatever it may be, wherever you're getting all your XP. That way you don't have to go back and forth. And we're going to be getting all of our XP for now right here. So that being said, I think what I'm going to do is decorate this room first. Maybe we'll do some of that together. I have some ideas of how I want things to look. We do have to dig it out a little bit more, change some things a little bit more, etc. So I think we're going to maybe structurally get things laid out first, kind of figure out where things are going to go, make enough room for our enchanting table, make the place look really cool and ominous, and then we'll take things from there. I've started clearing out some area, not much yet. It takes a while to do. I don't have efficiency 5 and it's deep slate. And initially I was thinking, when we were doing the whole back and forth thing to try to activate both of them, my initial plan was I was going to put it back here, the like enchanting setup, but I think it'd be nice to have it closer to this, maybe even close enough to where, I don't know that we'll be able to activate maybe this one. But what if we put it behind here? What if instead of making this just a little like line, oh, but there's the water behind, the water flow behind it. This may require a little edit on my part to make it really look cool, but I was thinking, what if we have like a little box right here, like a 2 wide by 2 wide, and then like visible on all sides, and the mobs just like bloop, like just drop down right into it. I don't know. It seems like it could look pretty cool. It's going to require a bit of a rework of the area, but it might be worth it to do. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to dig out behind here first. Okay, so I admit, sometimes these like longer projects, like things that take a couple hours to get done, I just feel like I have to do them on stream. It's just fun to chill out. Ah! What? Where did that even come from? That doesn't look spawnable. Where? Up there? I don't know. Holy crap. Like, that gave me a heart attack. Anyways, as I was about to... Can I get up here, please? As I was about to say, before I was so rudely exploded all over the place, is sometimes when I go through these, like, larger projects... and this isn't like that large, but something that's going to take me a couple hours of like removing blocks and doing, that's like doing it on stream. So me and stream like grinded it out. We figured that I really like this nether wart here. I like using this, I like the dark oak as the wood here, since it kind of matches dark oak in other places. And this is kind of like a divider strip. It's worked really cool. And I love this. This thing looks so awesome. Where we have our mobs actually dropping down into to kill. It's really cool. We moved over the drop chute, or I guess the up part of the drop chute. So now mobs shoot up here. You get to see them go up. And then here in a moment, we're going to go over that. I think I am going to do all of the walls really quick in this tile deep slate. I think I'm going to use just the regular deep slate as the ceiling like I did in here. It just feels a lot more dungeony and cavey if I do that. And I think I may add like a couple of other like little decorations, like some oak logs, like, or some dark oak logs going up and things of that nature. Maybe some lanterns hanging. Lanterns could be made with iron and torches. They're very nice. They look really cool. And then I don't know if I might change something with the storage or not. I don't know. We might change that later. We'll see. But yeah, let me go ahead and knock those things out and fix this creeper hole. And then I'll be back and we're going to go over the enchanting part. All right, now it's time to get down to business. We need to talk about enchanting. So there's a few different ways that you can enchant things in Minecraft or get enchanted gear in Minecraft. Way number one is you just find it. You could sometimes like find it in chests, mobs will drop it, like that sort of thing, right? You can find random enchanted gear around in different ways in the game. Not a reliable way of doing it, but it's possible. Way number 2, and this is the way that we're going to explore today, is the enchanting table. And then way number 3 is enchanted books that you put on your gear that you mostly would get via villager trading. We're going to go over that in a future episode. But what we're going to do here today is we're going to make our enchanting table. I think the supplies on me that we need. I don't know if we have enough of them. I may have to farm a little bit more. But we're going to make a bunch of books, just like that right there. We got 34 there, I think. I don't think that's going to be enough. We need to make an enchanting table. You can see the supplies required right here. We can make 1 enchanting table. And then we're going to set this enchanting table down right here. Boom, there we go. Now, this enchanting table right now is pretty much useless. First of all, we need to get some lapis. But also, I'm going to show you how you activate this. I did find some lapis down here. Perfect. So I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to plop this in here. Whenever you want to enchant something, what you do is you put lapis into the lapis slot. You put a currently unenchanted tool or piece of equipment into this slot right here, or an empty book, and it will tell you what enchantments are available. Now, here's the thing, though. You see all these enchantments? They're just level 1 enchantments, and you can see 1, 3, and 3. We're actually not getting a high level enchant or enchanting table because you need to add bookshelves within a close distance of the enchanting table to activate it, basically to activate its like higher tiers that you can do. So we're going to make some bookshelves here. And actually, I kind of have an idea of what I want this place to be decorated like. Oh man, we only have room for 9 bookshelves. Okay. And also too, I want to make some of these chiseled bookshelves. Ooh, which we can do. It's like we can make a couple more bookshelves. We have 11. And we can make a bunch of these chiseled bookshelves too, which I do want. The chiseled bookshelves, they don't do anything, but we are going to use them both for decoration and for a kind of practical purpose over here. But here's basically how it works. Let me use a non-bookshelf to show you really quick, because when you place down a bookshelf and you break it with like an axe or pickaxe or something like that, it's going to break down into books, and we don't want that right now. So there is a detection range that these enchanting tables have. This is the detection range. It's just a big square around it like this. And I had to double check to be sure. You can go up 1 level above the enchanting table as well. And these, I don't have enough blocks to finish covering around, but anything in this area would be detected by the enchanting table to raise the level of the table, therefore raising the level of the enchantments that you can apply. You can have up to 3 different levels of enchantment on the table. That's what these 3 different slots are. And to get the maximum enchanting level in this zone that we just marked out, we have to have a total of 15 bookshelves. Now, you can pretty much lay them out in any design that you want to. But what we're going to do here, and it doesn't matter, like these ones are going to be hidden. You're not even going to see these. But what we're going to do here is we're going to fit them around. I want to kind of scatter them to some extent, but we got to be able to fit 15 in this area. So we're only going to be able to do so much scattering, I think. Let's see, that's 11. So we need to get 4 more. And then what I wanted to do was fill in the rest of the area with either more of these or like these bookshelves here, just to kind of give a cool like library type look. I think it'll be very interesting. Let me go get the, I guess, sugar cane. Yeah, we need more sugar cane to make more paper, to make more books. I have plenty of leather. We just need the sugar cane for paper. So I'm going to go get a little bit more of that. Ooh, I know how to get it. We have a lot of bone meal, so it should be pretty easy to do. I'm going to do that, come back with some bookshelves, and then we're going to talk about the different levels of enchanting and just some like pro tips I have for enchanting and what my recommendation for you using the enchanting table is. All right, there we go. There are 15 bookshelves within range of this thing, and I threw in some extra just for decoration, and we'll probably add some books to some of these other slots. These things are kind of cool. We're not going to go over like the redstone uses of this, because you can actually use these for redstone in some way, but you can click on the slots to put books in and out and like even decorate this sort of thing a little bit further. It's kind of neat. Okay, so now let's go over how the enchanting table works. So first of all, the enchanting table is going to have 3 different tiers to it. You'll see those once you put anything in that could be enchanted. You have tier 1, 2, and 3. To purchase a or apply an enchantment in tier 1, it costs 1 level, tier 2 costs 2 levels, tier 3 costs 3 levels. The higher the tier, the higher level requirement. This one requires level 6, this one requires level 13, this one requires you to be level 30. So right now we're level 30, so if I were to apply any of these, I would have 3 levels taken away from me. I would be back down to level 27, meaning that I would have to gain 3 more levels to get back up to level 30 to do another enchantment. Hence why we want to do this besides something that gets us XP. Now, the enchanting table, I said this earlier, I want to repeat it again, requires 15 bookshelves within a particular zone to work. We have our 15 bookshelves. Now, certain things, if you have them in between the enchanting table and the bookshelves, it's actually going to lower the level. So again, right now we have level 30 enchants available. If I put a block right here and then take a look, level 26 only is available. My enchanting table is not going to get me as high of a level as enchants now because it's not counting some of the bookshelves. Now, I thought that this was everything. You could even put carpet down here and it wouldn't work. But if I put this trap door here and I do it, it still gives me the max level enchants. So maybe there's some things you can and some things you can't put here. But generally speaking, you want nothing on this level or this level between the enchanting table and the bookshelves, or you may potentially make it so your enchanting table doesn't give you maximum enchantments. We also have a couple of important tools here. I'm going to call them tools, workstations, whatever you want to call them. They're going to be important to go along with your enchanting table setup. You're going to want an anvil. That way, kind of like I'm set up here, you can go through and combine different tools or different things together to further maximize the enchantments that you can potentially get. We're going to do that here in a little bit. And then you're going to want a grindstone so you can remove enchantments that you maybe don't want to have on something, or to potentially reset your enchanting table. We'll talk about resetting here in a second. So this is the way that we're going to do things today. I am not going to try to maximize every piece of gear at the enchanting table. We're going to wait until we get a villager trading hall and do villager trading to do that. But we do want pretty decent enchants. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pick the best enchants I can for each piece of gear and each second piece of gear. And then we're going to combine those together at the anvil. And then we're going to have pretty good gear that will be full health, because when you combine a piece of gear that is not at full health with one that is, it goes up to full health. It's going to cost us a decent amount of levels to do this. Also, every once in a while, if I feel the need to, we may reset our enchanting table by getting a level 1 enchant and then removing it with the grindstone here. Also, another thing, I don't have them on me. Let me go grab them. We're going to want some books on us too. If we have books on us, that's my second account there to run the zombie spawner while I'm over here running the skeleton spawner. That way we can get XP a little bit faster. Anyways, I'm going to want to have books on me too, because you can enchant books and get enchantments on books too. So we're going to keep a lookout for that. So before we lag out the world and crash it because we have too many mobs there, let's go ahead and let's look for our first enchantment. Let's throw on our lapis. It's going to use 1 lapis for every enchant that we do. Let's check our bow. Our bow can get Unbreaking 3. That's nothing exciting. Let's move on. Unbreaking 3 basically makes it to where your tool, item, whatever, will take less durability loss. Therefore, it'll last longer. Our sword, sharpness 4. That's actually pretty good and leads me to a point that I want to bring up. There's some enchantments you cannot get at an enchanting table. You can't get sharpness 5. You can't get power 5. You can't get mending. And there's a couple others you can't get too. Frostwalker 2, Soul Speed, Swift Sneak. There's a few exclusive enchantments that you cannot get at the enchanting table, but like 95% of the enchants available in the game you can get here. Let's go ahead and take sharpness 5. And what we may see is we may get more than sharpness 5. When you pick this top level enchant, you have a chance to get more than the enchant that's listed there. You can get that plus some things. Oh gosh, we got some zombies. Baby zombies got out and my countdown here died. Oh gosh, okay. We have too many mobs in here, and when you have too many mobs, they can like transfer through. Okay, there we go. We got our other account here. Hopefully it's okay. It doesn't die again. Okay. Did we apply? I don't think we got that far. Sharpness 5. Let's go ahead and apply it. We got sharpness 5 and unbreaking 3. Not bad. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to just look through every single thing every single time, and I'm going to look for an enchant that feels a little bit more rare. Efficiency 4, that's actually kind of rare, and we really want it on a pickaxe. So I need to get back to level 30 now. I'm level 29 currently. We may have enough mobs here to kill and get our level. Nope, probably not yet. There we go, level 30. Okay, now I can run back over here. I can click on here. I can throw in only things that don't have enchantments on it already. I can't put this in. It's already enchanted. I have to go to one of these. So I'm going to throw this guy in. I'm going to click on efficiency 5 and or efficiency 4, and that's all I got. Now I know for a fact I want efficiency 4 on my pickaxe down here, but I'd also like unbreaking. That way I'll have a maxed out pickaxe. So I think, I don't know if we're going to keep that efficiency 4 or not, but we're going to keep a lookout for unbreaking 3 to also pop in on a pickaxe. I am going to be picky with my pickaxe. We're going to make sure we have maxed out tools at the very least. That way we don't have to worry about them anymore. But now we can go through. It resets the enchants available every single time you do this. See, there's unbreaking 3 right there. So we may take that. I'm going to see what else is available. I'm going to get back up in level, and then we'll continue on to do our enchanting, and then I'll bring you guys back in here as soon as I have everything enchanted. I'll show you what enchants we got and then how we combine everything. So I'm still early in the process, and I'm not really happy with any of the options available for anything that's here in the enchanting table. So when that happens, what I suggest you do, you can do it with any tool, any weapon, it doesn't matter, or you can do it with the book. You're going to waste a little bit of lapis doing this, and you're going to waste 1 level. Select the top tier enchantment right here. So just go ahead and click this. It'll only cost us 1 level, and it'll reset our enchanting table. So now we have all new things to look at when we look in here. It's not the best thing in the world. You still have to waste a level every time you do that, but it's better than wasting 3 levels on an enchantment that you don't want. And then now I only have to go back over here, kill a few of these guys, and then I'll get my 1 level back, and I can do my enchanting again. There we go, back up to level 30. Now I can come back over here and I can cycle through all of them again to see if the enchantment that I want is here. We have another sharpness 4, which could get a sharpness 5. That's actually kind of exciting. Here, let's do this. Let's select it. We only got sharpness 4, but now I can go here. I can pop this in and this in, both swords together, and now they will combine together to get me sharpness 5. Unfortunately, we don't have looting yet, but you know what this means? Remember how I said, like, okay, Prowl, you're not going to go through and try to get perfect stuff, but I'm getting suckered into it right now because I have to have looting on my sword. So we're I don't know. We'll see what I do. I'm unpredictable right now because sometimes you just go through this rabbit hole of like, oh, it's so close to being perfect. Like, I just have to do that one more thing to get the perfect stuff. And yeah, we're in that rabbit hole right now. I'll see you guys on the other side of the rabbit hole, I guess. I found something else that I want to show you guys. So we got 2 boots here, Feather Falling 4 and Fire Protection 4, Depth Strider 3, Projectile Protection 4, and Unbreaking 3. You cannot have certain enchants go together on the same piece of gear. Protections are one of them. You can only have 1 type of protection per piece of gear. So how do I combine these together? How do I choose which one I want? Well, personally, I know I'd rather have fire protection than projectile protection. There's just not a lot of projectiles in the game, and the ones that are there aren't really that dangerous. So I want to get projectile protection off of this, and I want to have everything combined together to include fire protection 4. And all that matters is what order you do it in. If I do it in this order, I get projectile protection 4 as the protection. If I swap them, I get fire protection 4. Unfortunately for me, this costs a lot of levels, a lot more than doing it the other way, even where it was only 10 levels in cost. But that's the price we got to pay to have what we want. Just something else really cool I wanted to show you guys. And that's another piece of gear done for me. All right, I've gotten a heck of a lot done. I went down a rabbit hole a little bit, not super bad, but a little bit. And I want to show you guys the enchants that we got. I want to show you or tell you what they are. So we got Respiration 3, which lets us breathe underwater longer, and Protection 4, which protects against damage from all damage types. Then we have Unbreaking on many different things. I've already explained that. Fire Protection, I already explained that. It protects more against fire than just regular protection does. So Fire Protection is better than regular protection when it comes to protecting against fire. On our boots, we have Feather Falling 4, which is so nice. So now we won't take a lot of fall damage when we fall down. We have Depth Strider 3, which lets us move faster underwater, which is incredibly nice as well. And then when it comes to our tools, we have our like super duper uber pickaxe here, fortune 3, unbreaking 3, mending, and efficiency 5. Efficiency 5 makes things mine so much faster. It's amazing. I have another pickaxe too, not quite perfect, but pretty close. We have silk touch and efficiency 4 on it. Our bow has unbreaking 3, power 5, which makes it do a lot more damage, and it has infinity on it, which for some people should be okay. You know, me and Infinity, we have this thing. We go way back. I like to dog on it. I guess I'll say it's okay, especially in the early game when you don't have access to a lot of arrows. We actually do have access to a lot of arrows. Like I have a ton of them from this farm right here. So I usually like to carry mending, so my bow just stays full health. You know, do what you want. Me, I'm a professional. I never miss my shots. So, you know, regular like mending on my bow is the way I prefer to go. On top of that, let's see, we have an axe with, ended up with Bane of Arthropods, which does literally nothing. It just makes you do more damage to spiders. It doesn't matter at all. We have silk touch on it. I can get leaves with it, I guess, if I want to. Efficiency 4, we'll chop down some trees faster. We have silk touch on our shovel so we can get gravel. Remember, I saw, I think I saw fortune on one. I passed up on fortune on my shovel since I'm only gonna have one shovel right now, because I would rather be able to get grass and podzol and those types of things and gravel rather than have fortune. And then I'm still working on one final bit here, and that's the helmet. Actually, it's kind of ready to go. I just need unbreaking. And if I can get aqua affinity, that would be good too. Aqua affinity will allow me to mine blocks faster while underwater, so I'm hoping to get that as well. But I need to get 4 more levels. I'm about to get off for the evening, so I figured I would just kind of give you guys an update on everything that we found. And there is still one more thing that I want to do. Oh, and there's also something I wanted to show you guys really quick too. When we were live streaming the creation of all of our area here to make it look super good, I did down here too. Look at this. Look at this. I'm gonna add some more chains. We're gonna get some lanterns hanging and sitting and that kind of thing just to decorate things a little bit more. But yeah, our amethyst geode room is looking mighty good. And I do want to find at some point an allay. We'll talk about those later in the series. I want to find an allay to bring down there to just get all the amethyst for me, because it's a pain in the butt to try to hop around and jump up and down and everywhere to go get it all. But anyways, now it's time to add one more thing to all of our gear. And that one thing we need is over here in the little village that we did our initial trading in that Blue Jay deleted, and I had to go through and just get myself another mending villager, which I have not traded with yet for the first time. Here he is. He's got not a great trade, but you know what? I think I will take it anyways because I'm tired of re-rolling this guy. So let's see, we get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. How many do I need? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 for my armor. So 8 to 5. I need to throw some stuff away. I don't have enough emeralds, but we can fix that. Okay, we have 8 mending books. Let's apply them. So we come over to our anvil. Let's see, we already have it on that pick. Let's put it on our sword. That's pretty important, I think. So we just throw in our sword. We put a mending book right here, and it adds it to it. Axe, mending book, shovel, mending book, our other pickaxe, mending book. And we need to do all of our armor. And I need one more level. Easy enough. Oh, it's gonna mend up. Now that I have mending, it's gonna heal my sword. So I'm gonna have to do a little bit extra killing. There we go. And boots, mending book. And look at us now, everybody. We're all kitted out. Not 100%, like we're not maxed out gear, but we're pretty close. So this is going to feel good. This is going to help so much with doing a lot of things in the future for the series, especially things that are a little bit more dangerous. So I can't wait to see what we get into the next episode, because I don't remember what it is, but I'll find out by looking at my notes. You guys will find out by tuning in for the next one. I thank you for watching this one. Click the like button if you have not already. It helps out the video a lot. I promise you, everybody, if you're listening to this, click the like button. If you're not subscribed already, click the subscribe button, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.